So tell us about your big gig coming up and the Funny Bone.
Well, we can't wait. We're looking forward to it. We're coming into, we're doing several dates across Ohio and a couple of different Funny Bones there in Cincinnati, Liberty Township, and then Dayton, and then we're going to Toledo, and we're doing the Improv over in Cleveland. So we're gonna get a full dose of Ohio this week.
Sounds great. Sounds like a lot of fun. So,
yeah, it'll be a blast.
With the football season coming up, what teams you into?
I am a Georgia Bulldog. I went to the University of Georgia, so I'm pretty diehard there.
I was going to say, I know some of the last couple seasons have been a little rough there. Any hope for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I think they were pretty close to winning the national championship last year. I think they showed up a year early, so I think this year could get really, really interesting.
Excellent. So, with being an alum there, do you have a pro team or just the college?
Being out of Fort Worth, Texas, I'm a pretty big Dallas Cowboys fan as well.
Excellent. Tell us your thoughts on the anthem.
You said on the anthem?
On the anthem. Yeah, with being a Dallas fan, I know Jerry Jones is quite enthusiastic about the anthem.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the position that Dak Prescott came out with on that. I know he's taken a lot of flack for it, but I think that I love what a good friend of mine said the other day. That if you're gonna battle something, you usually don't do it on your knees. Typically come at it from a position of standing up. I think there's a whole paying attention to your cause without demeaning something that represents so much. And I wish more football players would come out and see that point of view.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to stand up for what's right. So with when you're not watching football and not touring, what are you into nowadays?
Well, pretty much we're touring. I mean, we're all over the place. We've been crisscrossing the country now for a couple of years and having a blast with it. And the Star Spangled Banter tour has really been wildly successful and having a lot of fun. So at some point in time, we need to take a break and have a little vacation. I wouldn't mind sitting on the beach for a couple of days and just relaxing, but it seems kind of out of reach. Of course, in Texas, we've been having triple-digit weather now for the last 3 weeks. So when I'm home, I try to stay inside as much as possible. I'm up in Idaho right now, where it's 55 degrees, and I'm kind of getting a little bit spoiled with it. But yeah, the days of hobbies have pretty much gotten long gone. We've had to try to find ways that we turn work into hobbies and enjoy it.
Oh, definitely. I can imagine with the tour and all. There have been talks and rumors I hear about either a TV show or a movie. Anything on that you can touch?
Yeah, we're working on. We've been working on a sitcom now for a little over a year, and so we're now with Lionsgate Studios, and we're pitching it to various networks for the sitcom. And we still got a long road to go on all of that. And, there's a lot of speed bumps with that, but we're daily working on it. And you never know. Who knows what will happen with it. But we've got some great people on our team and some very successful folks out of Hollywood that have a great track record of success. And so you never know. Maybe lightning will strike and we'll see something happen.
Excellent. Yeah, because I was going to say, when you mentioned Lionsgate, you don't always think of comedy with them. You always think more horror and scary movies. But obviously with you, it would be comedy, right?
Yeah, and that's, Lionsgate has a scripted worldwide television division, and a lot of times you have some shows with them that people don't even realize that Lionsgate's behind it. And so they've really expanded their comedy division and their television networking. So they're pretty aggressive these days. We're working with Eric Tannenbaum, who was executive producer of shows like 2.5 Men and King of Queens and Party of Five and Dawson's Creek, and going all the way back to Mad About You. So he recently moved from CBS, where he was for about 14 or 15 years, and now he's got a pretty big production pod with Lionsgate. So they're pretty aggressive with what they're doing and putting on fresh new comedy shows.
Along with being a college football fan, have you performed at any of the venues? Have you gotten to maybe do the halftime or pregame kind of thing?
No, not yet. We pretty much have been doing theaters, and through the summer we do a lot of comedy clubs. Hence the reason we'll be at the Funny Bone, this week. And last night we were on a baseball field last night in Idaho, and performed right there from the stage. They had set up the stage on home plate, so we were breathing the baseball field dust. But no, not yet. No halftime shows or anything like that. Who knows what the future holds?
So,
I'm just still looking. I'm still waiting on my Texas Rangers to ask me to throw out the first pitch, and I haven't gotten any love from them. So.
yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you got to reach out to them and give them a little poke to remind them that local boy and all turned. Yeah, because that sounds like that would be a winning choice. Now
That would be my one opportunity. Of course, right now my first pitch would probably be better than all of the bullpen that the Texas Rangers has. They've been so pitiful this year. I think I counted 27 fans in the stands last week. It's pitiful.
It has been a rough one for the last couple years, but gosh, what about 6-8 years ago when they were winning the championship or at least getting to the World Series? So what's it been like being a fan down there?
It's been a rough go of it. We've had. We were in the World Series, then we unexpectedly, a couple of seasons ago, wound up in the playoffs, and we've either traded everybody off or everybody's been hurt. And, we've stuck with them through it all. I mean, we're homers. I mean, we definitely love the Texas Rangers, and some of the guys on the team historically have been friends, and we're friends with the manager there. And so, it's been hard to watch that team go through a rough time. But, they're building a new stadium, and I think that they're going to be able to cut some of that Texas heat off, because it's just hard playing in Texas through, the dog days of summer. It's been brutal, especially when it's been 110, 115 degrees and then down on the field. That heat index is about 125, 130. So these guys are cooking, and it's pretty rough. So we're looking forward to a new stadium and a new season next year.
Speaking of things that are hot in Texas, what's your thoughts on the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
I was born a Dallas Cowboys fan. My father was my father wouldn't even take my mother to the hospital when she went into labor because the Cowboys had just gone into overtime with the Washington Redskins. And I was talking to Roger Staubach about that last year, and he said, "Yeah, I was hurt. I was out for the season." He said, "We would have won that game without going in. Your mother could have had you easily." But so I was born a Cowboys fan, grew up with the Cowboys cheerleaders posters on the wall and the calendars and everything else. So I am, needless to say, a big fan. And Jerry has built this incredible venue there at AT&T Stadium that really showcases everything that the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders have to offer. So God bless them.
Do you get into any of the combat sports?
No, not really. I have a lot of friends who do, and I've gotten old and lazy and sedentary as possible. So, just watching those guys wears me out.
Oh, definitely. They're quite energetic. Ever a wrestling fan?
It's funny. I grew up a wrestling fan, and then and then in my, as I've gotten further and further in my career, I've gotten to know a lot of the guys who. It's real interesting who are great wrestlers and historic, just really, really big names, and it's been fun getting to know those guys. They're incredible athletes and incredible people, and that's been a fun little journey getting to know a lot of those guys.
I was going to say, you're synonymous with politics nowadays. Do you feel that's an accurate portrayal of you?
I've always been a political junkie. I always keep up with things, and people they look at this comedy show, the Star Spangled Banter comedy tour, and a lot of is it a political show? It's really not. It's more of a story of the American, the American experience that we all have, and so we have a good time with it. And politics is always interesting to me. It lends itself very well to comedy because I always say that if the folks in Washington D.C. are going to keep writing the jokes, we're going to keep telling them. So it's an interesting time, interesting culture, especially with the advent and the use of social media that's out there. It's kind of in our face all the time. I wish people could approach it without arguing as much as they do, but it's definitely an interesting world we're living in these days. I think comedy is a great relief from what we're dealing with in politics because I think we have to laugh to keep from crying.
You mentioned social media. Fans are wanting to follow you on social media, your videos, and your website. Where would the best place to check you out at?
Well, the quickest and easiest is always on Facebook. We've got a new episode page, a Facebook watch page, which is kind of Facebook's answer to YouTube that's come along recently. And so if you go to Facebook, you can search Watch Chad Prather. That's the name of the page, Watch Chad Prather. That's our show page. So we've been putting new episodes up there every couple of days and having a good time with it. And, you can find me on YouTube by searching Chad Prather, Twitter at Watch Chad, and Instagram at Watch Chad. So, and then, of course, our tour dates are at watchchad.com. And we're crisscrossing the country. We're all over the place, and certainly looking forward to being in Ohio this week.
Excellent. So, just a quick rundown of where in Ohio you're going to be at.
I'm going to be at the Funny Bone starting Sunday night on the 12th there in Liberty Township. Then the following night, Monday night, we're going to be in Dayton at the Funny Bone. And then on the 14th, we're going to be in Toledo at the Funny Bone. And then Wednesday night on the 15th, we are going to be at the Improv in Cleveland. And everybody can get the ticket links and information, like I said, at watchchat.com.
Thank you, Chad. We greatly appreciate you being on the show today.